There's something magical about a selfie when it's more than just a selfie. Late last Saturday night, television power couple Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos gave fans an unexpected gift, a glamorous peek into their most intimate space, the sanctuary of their New York City bedroom. But this wasn't just any Instagram post. With a soft glow filter and just the right touch of evening city light streaming through the windows, the image offered more than a portrait. It was a love letter, to each other, to style, and to the very idea of home. And their home, it's every bit as dazzling as you'd imagine, with surprises in every corner. The bedroom selfie that broke the internet. The photo itself was deceptively simple. Kelly, radiant in a silk blush-colored robe, leaned lightly against Mark, who wore a fitted black Henley and a smirk that hinted at inside jokes and long-standing love. They stood in front of a floor-to-ceiling mirror framed in vintage gold, with the Manhattan skyline glittering through tall, arched windows behind them. But look closer, and the details unfold like a story. Behind them, a velvet chaise in deep emerald, half-draped with an Hermes throw. On the nightstand, a stack of well-worn books, Murakami, Didion, Garcia Marquez, a half-full crystal water glass, and a glowing Himalayan salt lamp that cast everything in a rosy glow. The comments flooded in. Are you guys even real? Wait, is that a fireplace in the bedroom? Kelly, drop the skincare routine and the interior decorator. But of course, for those who've followed Kelly and Mark over the years, from All My Children romance to real-life love story, this was just another chapter in the beautifully curated, deeply authentic narrative they've always shared. New York soul, European flair. Their home is nestled in one of Manhattan's most desirable pre-war buildings, a stone's throw from Central Park and hidden behind wrought iron gates and a cascade of ivy. But inside, it's anything but traditional. New York has a pulse, Kelly once said in an interview. Our home had to breathe with that rhythm, but also be a place where we could completely exhale. The couple enlisted interior designer Elena Martineau, known for her ability to blend old-world charm with contemporary elegance. Together, they created a space that feels lived in, layered, and deeply personal. From the entryway, a mosaic tile floor, hand-laid with an Art Deco motif, guides visitors into a grand living room that manages to feel both museum-like and wildly cozy. Plush modular sofas in muted tones form a conversation pit beneath a custom light installation that mimics falling stars, a nod to Kelly's late-night stargazing habit, inherited from her father. On one wall, a gallery of framed family photos and abstract paintings by the daughter Lola, whose artistic talents the couple proudly showcase. On another, a vintage black piano, where Mark occasionally plays bluesy riffs in the early mornings while the rest of the house sleeps. The kitchen, more than a showpiece. Perhaps the most surprising room is the kitchen, not because of how it looks, though it's stunning, with burnished brass fixtures and matte charcoal cabinetry, but because of how it's used. People think we don't cook, Mark said, laughing, during a virtual tour. But we do, constantly. Food is our love language. And it shows. Open shelves display rows of colorful ceramic dishes collected from their travels, from Marrakesh to Oaxaca. A hanging herb garden above the island gives the space a lush, fresh scent. And a corner breakfast nook, lined with goldenrod cushions, doubles as a workspace, a home workstation, and the place where most major family decisions are made. There's also a hidden feature, a dumbwaiter, restored from the original 1920s design, which the couple uses to send up wine and snacks to the rooftop garden, one of their favorite entertaining spots. The bedroom is a sanctuary. But it's the bedroom, the scene of the now legendary selfie, that serves as the heart of the home. Warm, layered, and endlessly serene, it's a masterclass in understated luxury. There's a reclaimed wood headboard, hand-carved with floral motifs. Soft linen bedding in shades of sand and rose. A mid-century bookshelf tucked into a cozy reading alcove. And yes, a fireplace, clad in black marble, where the couple often drinks tea and reads scripts aloud to each other. After 30 years together, you learn to create rituals, Kelly shared in a podcast. Some couples do date nights. We do dramatic readings and late-night jazz. It's not just a bedroom. It's a shared retreat, a love letter to enduring connection. And, with the selfie now immortalized, a window into what intimacy looks like when it's been built slowly, intentionally, over decades. A home that reflects a life together. There's a quiet magic to the Ripa Consuelos home, not because it's filled with luxury, but because it's filled with them. Every room holds a story. Every corner reflects a memory. The hand-painted mural in the dining room, inspired by a trip to Tuscany where they almost missed their flight because they stopped to sketch wildflowers. The Moroccan tile in the powder room, a gift from N.Y.C. after a wild trip the trio took one summer. Even the air seems charged with energy, of laughter, of family dinners, of whispered conversations during rainstorms. What's perhaps most inspiring is how grounded the space feels. In a city that never sleeps, Kelly and Mark have created a world that does, one that knows how to rest, to reflect, and to connect. An open door, well, almost. While most of the home remains private, the couple has hinted at possibly opening their space to the public in some small way, perhaps a design book, or a coffee table memoir told through spaces and stories. "We love sharing parts of our life," Mark said recently. "Not for attention, but because we believe in storytelling. In showing that love and creativity can shape a home, and a life." For now, the selfie will have to suffice. But for fans and design enthusiasts alike, it's more than enough to spark the imagination. Because in that single, glamorous shot, against the backdrop of a city that raised them, and a love that shaped them, we're reminded that home is more than a place. It's a feeling, a memory, a mirror, and sometimes, if you're lucky, it's captured in the softest of lights, in a bedroom where love lives large.